Good morning, students. Today I'll explain the poem The Old Wife and the Ghost. Do you believe in ghosts? This is a funny poem about an old lady who is visited by a ghost without realizing it. Read on to find what happens next. So, it's a funny poem actually, and it's about haunting, it's about ghosts. Let us see when a ghost visits an old lady, what happens. If you see the picture carefully, you can see the ghost is there, and at the back of the ghost you can see a lady sleeping. There was an old wife, and she lived all alone in a cottage not far from Hitchin. And one bright night, by the full moon light, comes a ghost right into her kitchen. So there was a lady, she lived alone in a cottage which was not far away from the busy area of the city or something. So it was a bright night, it was a full moon night when a ghost enters into her kitchen. About that kitchen neat and clean, the ghost goes pottering round, but the poor old wife is deaf as a boot and so hears never a sound. Now the kitchen was neat and clean, and what ghost started doing? He started watching and moving around without any hurry. He was watching everything in the kitchen without any hurry. But the poor old wife is deaf as a boot and so hears never a sound. So whatever he was doing in very easy manner, you can see he is picking up the plates and bowls and pans and throwing down. Very slowly he was doing his work. He was messing up around the kitchen. But the lady, she was as deaf as a boot, means like a non-living thing cannot hear us. So the lady here, her hearing ability is compared to as a non-living thing. She was not able to hear anything. She was as deaf as a boot. Okay, she didn't hear any sound, didn't heard any sound. The host blows up the kitchen fire as bold can be. He helps himself from the larder shelf, but never a sound hears she. What he did? He just switched on the kitchen fire, and it was very bold, means on the highest of the settings. He just switched on the blowed up the kitchen fire, and then he went to the larder shelf. Larder is it's a room, or it is a small cupboard or a room or a shelf where we store the food. So he helps himself. He started taking the things from the larder shelf, but she didn't hear anything. He blows his hands to make them warm and whistles aloud, we he. But still as a sack the old soul lies, and never a sound hears she. He was rubbing his hands together to warm them up like we do, and he whistled in happiness. He was very happy when he was creating mess in the kitchen. The old, but still as a sack, the old soul lies. The old soul is the old woman, and she lies as still as a sack. Sack is a bori. Bori जैसे हिलती नहीं है. So she was also lying the same way. Again, the lady is compared to a sack. She didn't moved a bit. She was hard of hearing. उन्हें कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था. She was not able to hear, so she didn't moved. From corner to corner he runs about, and into the cupboards he peeps. He rattles the door and bumps on the floor, but still the old wife sleeps. So from corner to corner of the kitchen he was running around. He was rattling the door. Rattling is a shaking. He was shaking the doors. He was bumping into the floor, like loud noises he was making. But the old wife, the old lady means wife here means lady, she was sleeping. Into the cupboard he peeps. Peeping is jhankna. Jangle and bang go the pots and pans as he throws them all around, and the plates and mugs and dishes and jugs he flings them all to the ground. So jangle and bang here is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia are not actual words. They were not actual words of English. These are the sound words. I'll give you one more example. Like a clock does tick tock, tick tock. So tick tock is not an actual word. It's an onomatopoeia. It is the sound word of the clock. So he was throwing away the pots and pans, and the sound was jangles, bangs in the kitchen. He was throwing them. He was throwing the plates, mugs, dishes, and the jugs. Dishes here means the utensils, bartan. He was flinging everything to the ground. Fling again is throwing. Madly, the ghost tears up and down, tearing up and down. He was very happy. He was moving up and down and he was creating a lot of mess in the kitchen. And screams like a storm at sea. And he was screaming. He was shouting also. And at last the old wife stirs in her bed, and it's drat those mice, says she, when he started screaming like a storm at the sea. Like the sea makes noise when there is a storm in the sea. The ghost, when he started screaming, the old lady, the old lady just stirred in her bed. Stirred means she moved a little bit in her bed, and what she thought, she said maybe mice. Like a lot of mouse have entered the kitchen and they are making noises. Then the first cock crows and morning shows, and the troublesome ghosts away. But oh, what a pickle the poor wife she's when she gets up next day. When the first cock crows means when it was morning, and the cock, when he gave the like kukudu kudu and all, and it was morning, the ghost was away. The ghost who was creating trouble for the lady, and the ghost went away. What she saw in the kitchen, she saw a pickle. Pickle is again mess. Like she saw the whole mess in the kitchen, and what she said, them's tidy big mice, the old wife thinks, and off she goes to the kitchen, and the tidy big cat she fetches back to keep the mice from her kitchen. So she thought that maybe these are very big mice who have created a lot of mess in my kitchen. She goes to the nearby market. She brought a tidy big cat to keep the mice away from the kitchen. So very fortunately, the old lady was hard of hearing. Why fortunately? If she would have heard the ghost's noises, the ghost would have troubled her also. So kind of a funny poem and an encounter of old lady with the ghost.